Our late model trophy dash rolling onto the track right now. This race scheduled for 6 laps, 6 cars, $200 on the line, courtesy of Trent Elliott Racing and the Sunshine Poker League. Both putting in $100 apiece. This race will determine the top 3 rows of tonight's feature event. Driving the number 27 WFO chassis, that is Nick Bartels. In the number 4P, that is Richard Pappenhausen. Driving the number 111, that's an X-Factor VS1 chassis out of Portland, Oregon, Joey Tanner. In the number 10N from right here in Bakersfield, that is the Sandman, Rob Sanders. The 2H, out of Salinas, California, Bobby Hogue. And the 32B, last night's feature winner here for the late model division, that is Cody Laney. Joey Tanner in the 111, running the CT 525 crate engine. I do believe everybody else with the big nasty open motors. Rob Sanders, 452 cubic inches, pushing right around the 900 horsepower mark. There is a lot of power under the hood of the number 10 on a track with the stickum that it has going into this race. That benefits the guys with the big motors. We'll see what Joey Tanner can do if he can hold his own against these guys. Track right now still pretty greasy, a lot of moisture on after that coat of water put down by the water truck. You see a lot of the drivers using different lines packing the racetrack. You want excitement, you're about to have it, race fans. The 6 fastest cars here tonight for 6 laps for an extra $200. I'll guarantee you, every one of these guys knows. Gary Grip, our pit correspondent with Moxie Media Promotions, went to every one of these cars in the lineup back there behind the backstretch wall and let them know, hey guys, there's $200 on the line for this trophy dash. You can guarantee these guys are gunning not just for the pole position, but for that extra $200. Going to be exciting, no doubt.
Corey, during that brief intermission, I went down and saw the Bakersfield RC Raceway guys and the Kona Ice, Shaved Ice, and the Bakersfield Ice Cream Machine. Wonderful foyer we had down there for the 34th running of the Budweiser Nationals. So a lot of fans here tonight for night number 2, and we have a lot of nice vendors down there. And the Budweiser girls, they are down there as well too, so you can get down there and get you a picture with our Budweiser National Trophy girls down there in the foyer.
And they're about ready to go to work as we start handing out some of the guitars.
Right now you can see Jimmy the Shoe Irwin showing them the yellow and green flag together. That is the sign to do open hot laps as they work in the moisture on the track.
Very, very slick out there still. These guys are going to have to turn a few laps to drive this water in and put the tack down.
It won't take these cars too long as they have those big 15-inch wide Hoosiers to work in this moisture. You see a little bit of shiny down there on the bottom side still, down on the apron. But seems fairly decent through the center and the top.
You see Rob Sanders at a turn 4 on the throttle, really spinning the tires. Maybe there was a lot more water put down than what we could see. It didn't look like a heavy coat, but there's a lot of water coming out of those pumps on that big Schweitzer Construction water tank on the back of that water truck.
I think all this is doing is accentuating how much moisture is underneath all that top layer that was glazed off. So once we knocked off that top layer of glaze and got some water to penetrate, this is how much moisture is in throughout the entire racetrack.
Well, it's definitely going to be fast. It is definitely going to be fast here once they get this surface race ready. Watching some of the drivers now. Everybody's still, you can tell, pretty cautious out there as they're starting to feel those tires break loose.
Where they're going to need to work the moisture in the most is down there in the bottom of the corners. As you can see, Poppenhausen going through a 4-wheel slide through turns 1 and 2 as he makes corner entry. All right, Corey, we're getting very close here with our track prep for our heat, for our dash.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys are really turning them loose now. A lot of moisture into the track. That's Sanders. Sanders really throwing it in, backing it in sideways, scrubbed off all that speed here on the hot laps. There is a lot of tack down right now, John. These guys are chomping at the bit to go. And your flagman, Jim, gonna drop the yellow, and it's time to line them up and do it. 6 cars, 6 laps. We'll take you through the lineup. $200 on the line for a trophy dash, John. This, I guarantee, is going to be the most exciting race we're going to watch tonight. I am a big fan of the trophy dashes. I absolutely love these races.
We're about to see who's going to be the top 6 for the A main event for the 34th running of the Budweiser Nationals right here at the Bakersfield Speedway. And on the point from Torrance, California, it's going to be the 32B of Cody Laney. And on his outside from El Segundo, California, the 27 of Ron Bartels.
Inside row number 2, driving the number 2 out of Salinas, California. No introduction needed. If you don't know this driver, you should. Race fans, that's the 2H of Bobby Hogue. Lining up outside of him from right here in Bakersfield. You guys call him the Sandman. That is Rob Sanders.
And inside row number 3 from Chico, California, that's the 4P of Richard Poppenhausen. And on his outside from Portland, Oregon, the 111 of Joey Tanner.
Here we go, 6 cars, 6 laps, pole position, and $200 on the line. We are going to turn them loose and let them fly, this time at a turn number 4. Cody Laney on the front row with
Bartels.
Then 27 of Bartels. Here we go at a turn 4. Looking them over. Let's go racing trophy dash style. Here we go.
Green flags in the air. Cody Laney through the center of 1 and 2. Bobby Hogue now up to the number 2 spot. Ron Bartels gets it wrong in 1 and 2. He's going to lose 2 spots.
Spots now. Bartels sliding back to the number 5 spot. Cody Laney has got it dialed. He is running away from the field. Hogue running second. Pappenhausen third. Sanders, Bartels, Tanner at the back of the pack in the 111. Going to try to make a move on the 27 down the backstretch. Good run on him. Not able to get to him. That CT 525 running against all the open motors. Trying to put that power on the ground. At a disadvantage right now.
Disadvantage that is, we got some big-time horsepower out there. You can see the big-time horsepower working for Cody Laney in the 32B as he is walking away from Bobby Hogue the 4th. Down the front straightaway they go into turn number 1 through the center of 1 and 2. Bobby Hogue takes the same line. Poppenhausen drifts up just a bit through the apex of 1 and 2.
Just past the halfway point, 3 laps down, 4 down this time around. Cody Laney at the stripe right now. Hogue, Pappenhausen and Sanders side by side. Bartels and Tanner in the 111 hunting the racetrack, getting a feel for the race car. White flag is out this time around. Hogue reeled in the 32 of Laney about 3 car lengths last time around. It is all Cody Laney through turns 1 and 2, right in the middle. All kinds of hooked up down the backstretch. Horsepower on the ground, hard into turn number 3. Checkered flag in the air at a turn 4. Cody Laney will start in the pole position. Bobby Hogue on the outside with him. Inside row 2 will be Pappenhausen. To his outside will be the 10 of Sanders. Bartels on the inside of the 3rd row. And Joey Tanner will start in the number 6 spot. My goodness, did we get some lap times in there?
We did not get lap times just yet.
I would love to see those lap times on that 32B car.
Timing and scoring is actually down right now for our live scoring system. But, man, those cars were hooked up and moving. Cody Laney.
Indeed. Wow.
What a difference just a little bit of water will make right here at the Bakersfield Speedway. Absolutely zero dust and hooked up fast racetrack. Once again, the Schweitzer Motorsports family doing a fantastic job with the track prep here tonight for the second night of the Budweiser Nationals. Next up on our list here, looks like we have our Hobby Stock 30-lap A main event. And they are making their way to the track.
You know, John, you talk about entertainment. You talk about great racing here at the Budweiser Nationals at Bakersfield Speedway, period. Everybody talks about the high horsepower, the modifieds, the super late models, all that good stuff. This right here is the most bang for your buck. This division, the hobby stocks, I absolutely love watching these guys, and I make sure that if I can get out of the booth and watch this during the Budweiser Nationals. Looks like you and I are going to be calling this one together and having a good time. I just absolutely love the entertainment you get from these cars. These are, I don't want to say entry level, but these cars here are affordable. Let's say affordable by racing standards. You know, you've got metric cars, you've got leaf spring cars, you've got all kinds of body styles, and They're on a DOT tire. That is, I will never get over that here. This is the only track I know that actually does this, and it is absolutely awesome. The racing you get from these drivers, like I said, the most value for your admittance right here at Bakersfield Speedway is this division right here.
Yeah, the racing action is second to none here in the H&S Bodyworks Hobby Stocks. They do run a DOT tire. They do have a locked rear end. You can run a crate motor in this class. You can run the 602 crate in this division. So, and it's been close racing action all year long in 2019, and the points championship went to the 10B of Trevor Baker.